Hello students, let's begin with the grammar session and the chapter name is Sentences. Let me read this for you. Book the is mine, table on the. This group of words does not make sense. In the pond, words given here makes sense but not complete. The book on the table is mine. This group of words make complete sense. Now let us understand the other features of sentences. A sentence consists of a group of words that makes complete sense. It has a verb. It begins with a capital letter. The words in the sentences are in proper order. It has a subject and a predicate. A sentence ends with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Let us see this through our examples. Thank you for your card. You can see T is small. T will come capital. So how will you change the sentence? T will come capital. Thank you for your card. When the sentence ends, you will put full stop. Let's see the second example. I is written small. It made me laugh. I will come capital. It made me laugh. Full stop. Let's see the third example. Recently, R is small. I had the pleasure of seeing one of the William Shakespeare drama. See the change here. R will come capital, comma, I capital, had the pleasure of seeing one of the William Shakespeare's drama, full stop.
Hello students, we'll here learn about phrases. We'll also understand why phrases play an important role in framing a sentence.
Let us see now what is a phrase. Group of words, no subject-word combination, no meaning if used alone. If used in a sentence, has a unique meaning. Don't worry, we have a lot of examples for you. Don't get confused, and here we go on for the next examples. Look at the screen here. Was full of red roses. In the auditorium, a beautiful home. What is this? They make sense, but not complete sense. So let us frame sentence. The garden was full of roses. The students are in the auditorium. He built a beautiful house. Yes. Before you read, it was a phrase. We cannot call any group of words a phrase. It should make a complete sense. So, the previous lines that you read were incomplete. So, I hope you understood now that a group of words that make sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. Are you still confused? Don't be confused. We have a lot more examples to make you understand. Here we go on the next screen. Let's see here mixed examples. This is a big house. It's a complete sentence. I like ice cream is also a complete sentence. See the next. The cat is. What the cat is? Incomplete, right? Look at the. What look at the? Next, will not be. I'm very glad that you came here. It's a sentence because we can understand. I am 11. Again a sentence. You are what you are. So, I hope. Now you can easily differentiate about the phrase and sentence. Never mind. In the next slide, I would like you to work for yourself. Now, I want you to put a pause at your screen and identify the group of words that are sentences. Try it out and I hope you will really work it well. Please read the difference between the phrase and sentence that is reflecting on your screen right now. Thank you for watching part 2. This is Sonali from Anand Niketan, Maninagar. Hello students, in this third part of the chapter sentence, we will understand about subject and predicate. Let's read what the definition has to say. Every complete sentence contains two parts, that is a subject and a predicate. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. Let's see the further slide. Through an example, we can identify in this slide how to find out what is a subject and what is a predicate. You can see the first example. The exam was difficult. So, as per the subject rule, it tells us about who, what, or whom the sentence is about. It will also contain a verb. So, we can see here, was is taken as the verb. So, the subject, the exam. How was the exam? The exam was difficult. Let's see the second example. The man from the shop knows my secret. So as per the predicate, what's a predicate? Which tells us something about the subject. So what is the subject here? The man from the shop knows my secret. So look here. What does the man know from the shop? He knows my secret. So it's talking about the subject. It's talking about the man from the shop. What does he know? He knows my secret. Let us see now what the other slide has to say. The trip will be a risk. Now see the subject here. It's talking about the trip. So how will be the trip? The answer would be the predicate. The trip will be a risk. Here, will be is taken as the linking verb to connect between the subject and the predicate. Let's see the second example down below. If you note in the second sentence, you will find an adjective. So, the trip will be risky. Concentrate again. How will be the trip? It's again talked about the trip. So, the trip will be risky. Again, will be is taken here as the linking verb to connect between the subject and the predicate. The trip is talked about. How would be the trip? It would be risky. Now, notice the change in the slide here. The subject of a sentence usually comes before a predicate, but there are exceptions. At times, for the sake of emphasis, the order is altered. Look at the example here. At one corner of the room sat the princess. Yes, you confused a little bit? How come the princess is at the last? Yes, this is only the altered form. Who sat at one corner of the room? The princess. So, the predicate is being spoken first here and the subject later. Now let's see what happens when a sentence is in interrogative form. In interrogative sentence, the subject and predicate are placed in the following manner. Look at the example. What are you doing? Now where is you position here? It's positioned in the center. It talks about the subject. The subject is you. What are you doing? So that's why what are becomes the predicate here along with doing. To find the subject and the predicate in exclamatory and interrogative sentence, we change the sentence into sentences. For example, what are you doing? You are doing what? It is now easier for us to identify the subject, which is you, and the predicate is are doing what? Let's see the second example here. How beautiful she is. She is how beautiful. So I hope students you have understood what is subject and predicate. Thank you for watching part 3 for the chapter sentence. This is Sonali from Anand Niketan, Maninagar. Hello students, in this part 4, we'll be learning about kind of sentences, that is declarative, interrogative, exclamatory and imperative. Let's understand what this definition has to say. Declarative tells something about. It ends with a period, that is a full stop. In interrogative, ask a question ends with a question mark. An exclamatory sentence shows strong feelings. It ends with an exclamation mark. In imperative sentence, it gives a command, ends with a period, that is a full stop or an exclamation mark. On the next slide, you'll be seeing about the assertive sentence, which is also known as declarative sentence, how it has positive sentences as well as negative sentences. You can see here the example. I was doubtful whether it was you. You have to change into negative. I was not sure that it was you. See the second example. Everybody was present. Note the change here. Present will go for the opposite. That's why it is written absent. So everybody will turn into nobody. Nobody is absent. On the next slide, you have more examples where you can learn and understand how to change from affirmative to negative sentences. In the next slide, we have imperative sentences. Sentences that give orders or instructions, make requests or offer advices are known as imperative sentences. On the screen, you can see here their functions as well as the examples. On the next slide, you can see about the exclamatory sentences. What is that? Exclamatory sentences help us communicate strong feeling of surprise, admiration, appreciation, wonder, and shock. We have few more examples for you in the next slide here. You can see here how the words are being used as per the exclamations and their expressions like alas, hooray, bravo, what, how, etc. And other examples you can also see, hooray, our team won the series. Alas, he has lost the race. Next in front of you, the slide is about the interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence is a sentence in the form of question which is used to request information. There are two types of interrogative sentences, those which expect the answers in yes or no, and those questions begin with only WH given below. In the next slide, you can see that how interrogative sentences are formed with first helping verbs followed by subject, followed by main verb and plus the object. The next slide is a little bit detailed where interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. That will be very helpful for you to understand how they work and function. Thank you students for watching. Hope it will be helpful for you. This is Sonali from Anna Niketan, Maninagar. Have a great day ahead.